I'll be speaking for just a few words because I only got 5 minutes and I can talk. I'd like do a prayer before I begin. Dear Lord, thank you so much for allowing me to speak to these fine people, and I just pray that your words, not my own. I do have a lot of them, but I please have your words. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. The enemy is coming. They come to steal, pillage, put you in bondage. That's right. What do? Do you summon the militia? Hide your valuables? Try to escape. Where do you seek refuge? They seek your life, your things. Where can you possibly hide from that evil? We'll be going over to Nehemiah 4, verses 1 through 9. But it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we builded a wall, and he was wroth, and took great indignation, and mocked the Jews. And he spake before his brethren and the army of Samaria, and said, What do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burned? Now Tobiah, the Ammonite, was by him, and he said, Even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break down the stone. They are literally mocking them. Hear, O our God, for we are despised, and turn their reproach upon their head, and give them for our prey in the land of captivity, and cover not their iniquity, let not their sin be blotted out before thee. For they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. So build we the wall. And all the way was joined together, and hear thereof. For the people have a mind to work. But it came to pass that Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up, and that the breaches began to be stopped, and they were wroth, and conspired all them together, and come to fight against Jerusalem, and to hinder it. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God, and set up a watch against them day and night because of them. What I really want to focus in right there is they prayed, then set up a watch. A lot of times, myself, I set up the guard, then pray. I'm not praying before I take action. I'm doing all the actions before I turn to God. I reach in all my experience, all my creativity, and go, I can get through this. God, just stay back, I got this. And then, what happens? Thank you, Jamin. I spend all that time, and I get what I put into it. I'm not very bright, so I get not very bright fixes. But one thing I was actually thinking about a while ago, I was actually in a firefight in Afghanistan. I was in a battle, mortars, bullets were blazing past me. I could hear the rounds just whizzing past my head because they're traveling faster than the speed of sound, so it sounds like they're right next to your ear. And suddenly, the mortar stopped, the bullet stopped. I was a little confused, perplexed, what's going on? And then over the land, you hear this imam chanting out, call to prayer. They stopped the middle of a battle while there's guns and mortars firing at you. You don't know if you're going to die, but all the Arabs stopped fighting and said, we need to pray to our God. And I challenge us as Christians. You're in that fire, in that trial. Are you going, nope, don't care about what's going on outside in that storm? I'm going to pray. Amen. I'm going to pray. They have a false God. And we have the truth. Why are they showing more faith to their false God than we are to the real, true God? 1 minute. I'm just going to reference this one because I don't have time. Matthew chapter 6, lay not up your, verse 19, lay not up yourselves a treasure upon earth where moth and rust doth corrupt and where thieves break through and steal. We spend so much time on ourselves to protect things that don't matter at all. And we go, oh, I want that. I want that in my life, and I will protect it. But we know what will last forever. Brother Pierce actually talked about a hole full of bags downstairs about a year ago. And we love that bag. That's the problem. And so we really need to let go of that. Who do you seek first? Do you seek God first? Or do you see what's laid before you? Like faith of a mustard seed. But a lot of us don't even have the mustard seed. We just go, oh, I don't see it, so it must not be there. Where's your heart? Are you fearing that death is coming? Are you fearing you won't wake up in heaven? Or are you really trusting God? What do your actions say about you?